You may be aware of the heroism of Staff Sergeant Ty Carter, a veteran of Afghanistan, who recently received the Medal of Honor from President Obama. He's clearly a man willing to sacrifice his all for one of his band of brothers.
The medal we present today, the soldier that we honor, Ty Carter, is the story of what our troops do for each other. As dawn broke that October morning, 53 American soldiers were suddenly surrounded by more than 300 Taliban fighters. Ty jumped out of bed, put on his boots and his helmet and his Kevlar vest, grabbed some ammo, and he ran into bullets coming down like rain for 100 meters to resupply his comrades. And then they saw him, their buddy, Stefan, on the ground, wounded about 30 yards away.
When you see a man ask for help or beg for help because they're bleeding out, and you're ordered not to go, that was where it really hit me. It was like seeing when you're children in the middle of a 5-lane highway with cars passing back and forth, and they're sitting there asking for your help. You want to go to them. Everything in your body and mind, you want to go out and help that person. But if you do, then you'll be dead as well. It felt like severe chest pains. It felt like an energy and an anger that starts at the base of your skull and then, climbs over with intense heat. And it makes your hands and everything else go numb because all you want to do is explode.
When the moment was right, Ty stepped out again and ran to Stefan, and applying a tourniquet to one of his legs, bandaging the other, tending to his wounds. And if you're left with just one image from that day, let it be this. Ty Carter bending over, picking up Stefan Mace, cradling him in his arms, and carrying him through all those bullets and getting him back to that Humvee.
Sergeant Carter is still in the military serving his country, and he's also serving his brothers and sisters in uniform and those who once wore that uniform in his work on behalf of those who have post-traumatic stress.
They call it post-traumatic stress disorder. But if you remove the D, you actually can improve removing the stigma of people being afraid to talk about it or seek help. If you call it what it is, which is post-traumatic stress, it's just your body and mind's natural reaction to a traumatic incident to where it doesn't want to repeat it. To give an example of what post-traumatic stress is, we can start with a car accident. If you get into a car accident near an overpass or an intersection, every time you go near that spot, you're not going to be thinking about, hey, I need to make this turn. You're actually going to be remembering that time where you white-knuckled the steering wheel, slammed on the brakes as an airbag exploded in your face. And that's the most common post-traumatic stress there is right now. Then you graduate even to a higher level where you're talking about the level of combat, where once you've experienced that, you're always on high alert. You're always thinking, okay, this stranger I don't know, I'm looking for their hands and making sure they're not doing anything strange. You see a package on the side of the road and you think about, man, I better slam on the brakes. This might be an improvised explosive device. Those kind of things affect you. They stick with you. And the stigma prevents you from wanting to talk about it. When you think of the D, the disorder, you think of, okay, maybe I've got a chemical imbalance, maybe I've got something wrong with my DNA or something like that. All these things that, society lets us know, okay, you've got a disorder, so it can't be fixed. So then why go ask for help? So if we remove the D and state what it truly is, then people hopefully will be more comfortable saying, you know what, I experienced some stress in the past and it's affecting me now. That's one of the reasons why we need to destigmatize post-traumatic stress and educate the American people so that they can understand what the service member is going through. There's nothing wrong with the service member. They just went through a situation where they survived when others didn't. And that's why, we need to figure this out.